Shalom from Israel. I'm David Silvera, an Israeli born. I was born here, and therefore you might say that I'm a sabra, or in English a cactus, which is sweet from the inside. I am a mediator and a mentor of mediation, negotiation, and conflict resolution, and I am in my work, like the sabra, the cactus, I'm striving to discover the hidden inside of every person and every conflict. We say in mediation that the outside or the opening statement of people in every conflict is called position, but mediators should go deeper to discover the inside hidden interest. If a mediator can find answers to the interest, the position will be no longer important. I am the director of Silvera, Israel-led a mediation center and adult education training accredited by the Israeli courts, an academic director of Drachim, in English Pathway, a school for conflict resolution, and founder and editor of Sulha, the Israeli mediation website. Sulha is an Arabic word used also in Hebrew, meaning conciliation. If you study mediation, you will learn how to settle dispute effectively in days rather than months, saving vital management time, added value to commercial disputes by finding commercial solution to commercial problem. Manage mediation process and facilitate advanced negotiation. Advise others on the feature and uses of other effective dispute resolution technique. Transform the way you communicate from confrontation to collaboration. By the way, just to remind you what is mediation. Mediation is a voluntary, non-binding, private dispute resolution process in which a neutral person, the mediator, helps the parties to reach a negotiated settlement. Mediation is voluntary in the sense that in the vast majority of cases it takes place as a result of the parties' consent to enter the mediation process. Mediation is non-binding unless and until an agreement is reached. Entering the process itself does not bind them to settlement. Mediation is private but is supported by the courts, at least in Israel, conducted without prejudice, and it is usually with absolute confidence. The mediator is a neutral person who assists the parties in their negotiations. The purpose of mediation is to help disputed parties to move from a state of confrontation to the state of collaboration, as I have mentioned before, to have dialogue and not to have a fight. The mediation process consists of 10 stages. There are some mediators who have more stages, but the 10 stages are usually accepted. The first one is the case, the preparation. The second one is when the parties come to the mediation room and the mediator gives the opening statement explaining the process of mediation, explaining that everything is confidential, explaining that there are different kind of meetings, common meetings with all parties and meeting or caucus meeting with each part. Thereafter, the mediator should discover what are the subjects that he heard from the point of view or the position of the parties. In caucus meeting, he tries to identify the hidden interest, what is more important to each one of the parties, and then he tries to give solution, try to give answers to the interest, and the answer will be the basis of a future agreement. Usually, the mediator tries to be creative and work with the parties, having a think tank, thinking about the solution. A good mediator will try to get a solution from the parties and not from himself. Of course, he can assist and he can help. And if the parties reached a basic solution, then the mediator can write a document with the main points of agreement and then write an agreement, which is, of course, much better than going to court. Such an agreement can have a verdict by the court. Well, this is the process. It's a very good process, a very pleasant process. I recommend you all come and mediate. Thank you very much. Here is David Silvera from Israel, the sabra, as you said, sweet from the inside. Bye. Shalom.